Yes.
Na niko nasema jina.
Tumekutana shabiki kubwa wa Kenya ISAAC Juma Onyango.
Yes.
Mwenye anapenda kileo Malala.
Kabisa.
Kama mwenye senator anajitetea Kakamega mzima.
Yes.
Around hii tunataka apate governor. Atetee governor na kuwe governor mpaka ile kazi anafanya alianza kwa MCA. Akaingia senator akaanza kutuletea pesa. Mashinani tunaona anajenga vijana na vile anajenga vijana. Sasa hii ukitaka mchezaji enda kwa Kileo Cup utapata mchezaji mwenye atachezea ligi, mwenye atachezea klabu zote hata AFC LEOPARD, Gor Mahia na Homeboys na polisi yenyewe wanasema polisi sijui vilabu zote, lakini tunashukuru Kileo kwa kutuletea tournament kama hizi. Tournament kama hizi sasa kukuja vijana wenye walikuwa wanavuta bagi mitaani, wengine walikuwa wameharibika na changa mitaani, lakini ukiona mheshimiwa kama huyu Kileo Malala senator sasa gavana mtarajiwa akuwe kwa ground hivyo vile ako kwa ground basi.
Let's begin. Harambee Stars and AFC Leopards famous fan ISAAC Juma was last night murdered of an alleged land dispute. His wife Farida Juma alleged that her husband was killed owing to a land feud within the family. After refusing to sell part of it, Juma, 56, was allegedly hacked to death last night by unknown people at his family home in Rukaya village, Mumias, Kakamega County, at around 9 p.m. Now, Mumias West OCPD Stephen Mwoni confirmed Juma's death, adding that one of the two key suspects has since been arrested in relation to the incident as a manhunt for the other continues. Now, the OCPD says Juma was in his house when he had a commotion in his sheep pen. Going out together with his son and brother, the two men hacked Juma to death as his son and brother narrowly escaped. Juma's body has since been moved to Butere Sub-County Hospital. Juma was very colorful and it was hard to miss him at any of the local derbies. He was always painted in his favorite team colors. His fellow fans thronged his home from as early as 6 a.m. to condole with the family, calling for justice. Our reporter Willie Lusige is following up on this story and is now joining us via phone. Lusige, quite unfortunate news. How is he being eulogized?
Most of the soccer fans have now streamed in from across the country to celebrate a man who has been on the forefront championing for the Kenyan soccer, especially because he was a bigger fan of Harambee Stars, the national team, and he even traveled with the team across the world, even the last time he was in Egypt. And apart from that, also he has been a die-hard fan of the local teams here, that's including AFC Leopard. But the fans who have already been able to arrive at the home of the late ISAAC, and I've spoken to some of them. They're calling on the government to be able to explain further why Juma had gone to an extent of even making placards to show that his life was in danger as a result of the long land feud that has been boiling between the family members for a number of years. And he had gone to the police officers near within the locality of his home, and later even he went to Mumias police station where he recorded a statement saying that he felt his life was in danger because of the land tussle between him and his relatives. And at some point when he felt that there was no justice being served or there was no action being taken, he opted now to write placards that he will, most of the times when we will meet during major soccer events, maybe in Kakamega, the Bokongo Stadium, he will make sure that he was accompanied by those placards to call on the government to make sure that his life is protected because he felt his life was in danger. So there is nothing much that had happened, even though he had reported to the police for quite a while, and that's why he opted to find another way, maybe using social media. And even some of those placards had been shared by close fans of soccer who usually walked together during major fans or major football events. So what they are now calling on is to the government to come out clear and state what it had done after he had reported severally to a number of police stations that his life was in danger. And apart from that, also they are saying he had mentioned those people that he felt were trying to find a way to remove him from his inherited land so that they could be able to take over it. So they are asking the government also to arrest them as investigation continue. And apart from that, also they have said they feel the government had sidelined him because he was one of the biggest soccer fans in the country, but he was living like a pauper because he was killed just a few meters from his small house, a mud wall house, at around 9 p.m. last night. And I have spoken to the wife one-on-one, and she told me that they had a little bit of a commotion outside in one of the small houses where they keep their livestock, and he went out together with ISAAC and one of the young boys to find out what was happening. But when they got out, that's when they were confronted by two men who had pangas, and they descended on Juma. Within a few minutes, they were able to kill him by murdering him openly. The wife had to run back into the house. They chased the younger boy, but he was able to run and save his life. So they're still waiting to find out what the police will be able to give after their completion of the investigation. But so far, one suspect has been arrested because Juma had mentioned him initially that he was part of the team that had been hired to kill him because of that land feud. Not much has been done in terms of the preparation for his burial, but it's the time that now most of the soccer fans across the country are streaming here in Mumia as well to be able to sit together and find out a way on how they can send ISAAC into rest in a peaceful way.
All right, thank you very much.